Hey guys, Dave from Nerdarchy, 4 Nerds by Nerds, hanging out with some of the crew today.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Ted.
Today, we've been tagged in a video response from AJ Pickett to basically the 5 RPG facts about Nerdarchy you may have not known. He tagged me specifically, but you know we don't really do solo videos anymore.
That's true. That's true.
We are one. We are Nerdarchy.
We are Legion. Well, I mean, soloing is just weird because you end up having to talk to yourself, and it feels awkward.
Yeah, we're used to the our little panel discussion that we got going on here.
So
all right. Well, let's start off with
should we tag our 5 people first?
Sure. So we have
a list.
We got a
checked
list.
it twice.
So we got is it Art Smallwood, Alex Maxwell, Jeremy of Amendius Geek, Josh Darby of Art of D20, and Garrett over at DMG Info.
You guys have been called out and tagged 5 RPG facts that people may not know about you.
All right, so I think we should start off first with the interrelationship of Nerdarchy.
Nerdarchy.
We've known each other for a long time, and some of you guys out there, you might know how the pieces of Nerdarchy all fit together. So let's go ahead and share.
Okay, well I got stuck with Ryan. Good,
how did that happen?
Okay, when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much, and they're decided that the 2 children they already have isn't enough,
they have a third one.
They have a third one.
So I'm the youngest sibling amongst us.
So the you guys are both Friants, and
I'm a Friant. He's a Friant.
Oh, he's a Friant.
Yeah.
And so then I'll share with you guys. I kind of got stuck with this guy because he wound up marrying my sister.
It happened. True story.
You guys are brothers. We're brothers. We ain't shit.
No.
Right. Oh, and then there's Nate.
So then there's Nate the Nerdarch, and I've known Nate for going on 25 years or more. As I've may or may not have mentioned before, I was heavily involved in Scouts back in the day. My son's old enough now that he's doing it, and a friend through Scouts, brought Nate in, and instantly, and I found out that he was involved in gaming, and he joined the table pretty quick. So that actually leads into the second thing of we've been gaming together for over 20 years.
Yeah, better part of 20
off
years.
and on,
sure.
but yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, I think you started when you were 14 or 16.
Well, I mean, my first gaming experiences was like 11, but I was like 13 or 14 when we formed the core of what the group has been for like decades.
As we have always affectionately just referred to as the Saturday Night Group.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
So
that's that.
So yeah, fact number 2, we have been gaming together for basically over 20 years.
Nice. Well, that's a good way to segue into a little known fact about our table. It has ranged from 3 players up to 14 players at a time.
Yeah, we currently have two active games going. One of them's got 7, one of them's got 9. So our table has known it
expands and contracts, at times.
We have had probably over 50 people, 50 different people gaming with us over the years.
Join the group and leave the group.
Especially if you're adding in all the new players with the 2 current campaigns going.
Yeah. Well, hell, Pete, who's in our current game, he used to game with us like 20 years ago, and now he's back.
Yeah.
We can't get rid of this freaking guy.
Like a revenant. Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah. So that's pretty funny.
All right. So another gaming fact. This isn't necessarily about Nerdarchy, but about me personally, and my gaming history actually extends to beyond the table.
Nate as well.
Nate as well. Yes. I mean, Nate actually was doing this before I was. I have taken part in several different LARPs. This is related to RPGs, man.
Different role play. Different.
Yeah, exactly.
Nate and I have both taken part in multiple LARPs.
I just have this vision now, people searching the internet for porn of Ted now.
Oh, dear Lord. Why? But, taking part in various different LARPs. Nate and I actually were involved in our own for a long time. Some friends, as typical LARPs do, you go to one, you say, well, I can do that better. So we ran Epic Crusades, for a number of years. Sadly, it's not around at this time, but it was definitely a thing. It led me into beyond the styrofoam sword fighting that these guys have always called it. It led me to get involved in ARMA, the Association of Renaissance Martial Arts, where actually I'm now 8 years sort of strong with learning to fight with the German longsword. So I actually know how to actually use those, sharp, pointy objects that we all.
Nate did a little dabbling too, right?
He did. Maybe 6 months to a year and a half.
And then Ryan, you've done some fencing.
Yeah, I've done a little bit of fencing, so some sort of fighting there.
Yeah, all my martial experience has been fisticuffs. So
yeah, I prefer weaponry.
Yeah. Or a big 2x4. Yeah.
So so there's fact number 4. I've done probably 8 years of LARPing, 8 years of ARMA with a little bit of.
What will you do with your next 8 years?
I don't know. I'm still
firearms. It's got to be firearms.
I don't think that's going to fly too well in this house. The wife is not too fond of it. I'm not a big gun guy. So let's move on.
What about little guns?
Yeah,
I like Nerf guns. Nerf guns are fun.
Yeah.
That works.
So let's move on to fact number 5. Ryan, I tell that there's some fancy stuff that's happening with you.
Yeah. So I went to school for illustration, so I do art. I've shown in galleries and still shown in galleries on occasion under the moniker Illworks. I make these like art dolls, these like sort of sculptures, 3D figures.
You heard it here first. Nerdarchy Ryan plays with dolls.
That's right. So
I thought I was going to go a different direction since he was highlighting the porn.
Yeah. So these like posable soft sculpture type of things, and I've actually been in Spectrum, the best in fantasy and sci-fi art, 2 years, going back in like I think 2013, no, 2012 and 2013, something like that. So yeah,
cool.
I have some work in there.
So there you go.
There's
5 facts about Nerdarchy you may or may not have known. So, guys, you've been tagged. It's up to you now to go share, five things about you that are related to the RPG community.
And then tag 5 people.
The power is yours.
Yeah.
Captain Planet. Yeah.
So with that, you guys can comment, like, subscribe, and even share.
You can share some facts about yourselves below as well, or you can follow us on Twitter.
Or you can check us out on Facebook. So until next time,
stay nerdy.